Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Take on Tottenham, and like a news corporation or whatever you want to call them, we have some breaking news. The remaining 4 Premier League clubs that were involved, amongst the 6 in total, have all decided to come out with statements saying that they are going to start processes to basically turn their back on the Super League. This is absolutely huge news. Earlier today, Chelsea were the first ones to announce that they were pulling out of this. Then Man City, really seconds after, joined them and also released a statement saying that they nothing to do with it basically anymore. It took a couple of hours. Chelsea played their match. There was still protests going on outside. I have spent all night emailing people, messaging platforms, everything, try and spread the word about how this is a bad idea. And literally within the last 10 minutes, all 4 clubs that were left, Man U, Liverpool, Arsenal and Spurs, have all come out with statements seconds after each other explaining that they are starting the process to withdraw from this. So I've got Daniel Levy's statement here, so let's just read it really quickly. So this is on the club website. This is all official. It is out there now. So, and by the way, it looks like the Super League, after 48 hours, it's all crumbling down. It is falling down. And first of all, before we get into this statement, thank you football fans. Thank you Arsenal fans. Thank you Leicester fans, whatever fans, bloody Burton Albion fans, Accrington Stanley, Boreham Wood FC, whoever you support, thank you for uniting with all of us to beat this evil idea. Thank you so much. And I'm so happy that fans had the voice and they won. And yeah, don't get me wrong, it's not over yet. We have to wait until this thing is gone. And people like Florentino Perez are like, we don't have to hear from him anymore. Let him just go off to a mansion somewhere or whatever. And, and hopefully this will result in these executives and chairmen and owners hopefully leaving clubs and resigning as well. Ed Woodward is another one who resigned today. Announced it. Apparently he was going to do it in the summer at United, but apparently he's pulled it forward conveniently. So hopefully this has a lot of knock-on effects and we see these greedy people kicked out of each one of our clubs because we don't need them, we don't want them, and they can go. So, on to the statement. So, on the Spurs website, we can confirm that we have formally commenced procedures to withdraw from the group developing proposals for a European Super League, or the ESL. Chairman Daniel Levy said, "We regret the anxiety and upset caused by the ESL proposal. We felt it was important that our club participated in the development of a possible new structure that sought to better ensure financial fair play and financial sustainability whilst delivering significantly increased support for the wider football pyramid. We believe that we should never stand still and that the sport should constantly review competitions and governance to ensure the game we all love continues to evolve and excite fans around the world. We should like to thank all those supporters who presented their considered opinions." And that is it. It's, in the grand scheme of things, it's a short statement, but it does what it is what it says on the tin, really. It announced that they're pulling out, hopefully. It's all over Sky. It's all over any sports news thing. Liverpool, like I said, Liverpool have confirmed it. Arsenal have said they've made a mistake. Liverpool actually had a sponsor pull out as well before this withdrawal started. Man U, we've listened to the reaction of the fans. That's what they've said. Liverpool, what did they say? In recent days, the club has received representations from various key stakeholders, both internally and externally, and we would like to thank them for their valuable contributions. It would be interesting to see the fallout of this. it'll be very interesting to see what happens, whether people will resign. I don't want Daniel Levy at the club anymore, and I still stand by what I say, and I think it will happen. These clubs need to be deducted points. They can't just go, do you know what? We'll cancel the whole Super League thing and we'll just come back to the Premier League. All right, no hard feelings, all right, guys. Leicester, West Ham, Everton, no hard feelings or anything. No, they have to face punishments, and I think Aston Villa said they still will from the meeting today with the 14 Premier League clubs, and rightfully so. I will absolutely accept that. I fully will accept Spurs being punished, whether it's a heavy ass fine or deduct points. I think for clubs like Spurs, look, with the Premier League, based on where you finish, you get a higher amount of money. If you finish 17th in a season, you're going to obviously get less money than a team that finishes third or something. I think Spurs, I think Arsenal, Man City, yes, even Man City here at the top. I tell you what, if we deduct points, it'll make the title race a little bit more interesting, potentially. I don't know if it'll make much difference because Man City still have like an 8-point gap, but I think deduct the points from them, give them heavy fines. They can't get away with this. It's not right. And just because they've made the U-turn, that doesn't make them noble. They still made the decision to do this hideous act upon football. And just because they've come crawling back to the Premier League now, doesn't give them free passage to just get away with that sort of crap. It's just not on. These owners, these chairmen, they need to be held accountable. Daniel Levy needs to resign. His future should not be still, at the club after all this. It's wrong. Joe Lewis, sell the club. Sell the club. People have been petitioning for it for ages anyway, because your ownership and running of the club has yielded one trophy in God knows how long. I mean, people wanted them gone anyway. If this doesn't change your mind, I don't know what will, if you still want them in, but they should be forced to sell the club. We need to have independent reviews now into football clubs. The whole fit and proper owners act thing, it needs reviewing into a way that it's done properly, because there's too many, and it's not just, there's so many EFL clubs that are badly run with owners that don't care, that don't have any heart and soul in local community or anything to do with the football club or the area itself. They only care look at it as another franchise. And I tell you what, that's exactly, and I'm speaking in particular, and I know all six are guilty, but I'm speaking in particular of Liverpool and United with their American owners. They look at these as franchises and they don't care about the fans. Liverpool fans, all fans, Liverpool, Man U, Chelsea, Arsenal, Man City and Spurs, the fans deserve better. They deserve better owners and deserve people to be in charge of the club that actually give a damn about it as well, because these people don't care. And I said in my email, I sent an email to Daniel Levy tonight. Bit coincidental, isn't it? I sent an email to Daniel Levy a few hours later. Oh, we're withdrawing for the Super League. I'm not claiming credit, but who knows? Obviously, serious. Look, these guys have to be held accountable. Daniel Levy, I said in my email, has been at the club for 20 years. He's celebrating his 20th year at the club this season, and he's tarnished his legacy here. Again, it's up for debate, really, how you describe his legacy at this football club. But he has lost a lot of respect, if not all of the respect. He's lost a lot of my respect. I don't want him at the club anymore. I don't even want him associated with this football club anymore. He needs to leave. He, along with the rest of these corporate arseholes, is everything wrong with football. And I know that sounds really maybe ungrateful because he helped get the stadium built and things like that. But as I also said in my email, the whole premise of the stadium was something that was built to help not only Spurs up to the next level, but and that's worked out great. But it's also been designed to help the local community around Tottenham. creating new jobs, making money flow through the area in terms of integrity and hard work, and Spurs hopefully over the years working their way back towards where they want to be and even further above there. But they have to do it the honest way with, like I said, integrity, and that's what sport is all about. You can't just buy your way into that, and that's what I mean. You've made this stadium, and you've made it based on all these things that you've talked about, community, and you've done this act. You still need to be accountable for your actions, and I hope they throw the book at you, and I hope that you are forced to leave, or I hope you resign. Same with Joe Lewis. I hope he sells the club to some decent owners that actually just care about our football club. I believe with Ryan Mason now in charge, it's good to have a Spurs fan at the top. Don't know how he'll do as a manager. We might lose every game until the end of the season, but we've got someone in charge at the team level anyway, the first team, who bleeds the colours of this club. He said today he's been in charge. He's been at this club for 20 of his 29 years on this planet, and that's the sort of passion we need flowing through the club, and it starts from the top. So I still want these guys to be punished. I still want the points deducted on the club. I still want fines to be dished out, and I want these people to be held accountable. But for right now, well done, football fans. Well done. Because although we haven't 100% won, we're really tearing this down. Fans have stood up, and we're tearing it all down. We will not be bossed about. We will not be bought out. And you can't take our sport from us. You cannot take our sport from us. We won't let you. You've seen it in the last 2 days, and we will never let it happen. It will never happen. If they can't do this, they can't do anything. Just let them go off into their private jets and let them sod off into the distance and never, ever return. Go and buy something else, but we're not interested. Can't do it here. So well done, football fans. Still keep hashtagging it. No to Super League. All the other clubs, Real Madrid, Barcelona, Juventus, AC Milan, they're all still involved, and we need them to start dropping out now as well. It's great that the English clubs have, but we need the rest to start doing it as well. So still keep hashtagging it. Still keep spreading the message. Even though your team might have pulled out now, keep going. Keep spreading that message, and we won't stop until this thing, as I said in my previous video, is dead in the water. So just keep going. I know there was a couple of fans from other teams around the world that have commented on my videos. And like I said, just keep going. We've proved that we can make a change. So keep going. And so I will end the video as I've been doing recently. Please subscribe. I really appreciate the support that I've been getting over the last couple of days. My subscriber numbers have jumped through the roof, which didn't take much. But I really appreciate the support. I'm really glad that people like my content. I'm so happy for football fans and for football in general. What a wonderful victory this is against the evil bastards at the top. So well done, keep going, and I'll see you guys in the next video. And as always, say no to Super League.